we have the MicroPython Pro OLED from Furitek. And this guy's going to be going into my Trx4m right here. So let's go ahead and get this out the box and see what we get. Here's a little bit about this. You can pause it if you want to read some of the specs about it. Here's your configurable stuff on the actual ESC itself. So you're going to be doing all these settings on the ESC. You don't need a Bluetooth connection or anything. It can all be done on the ESC. There's a tiny little screen on there. And what we get is the ESC inside this container. And then we have a JST or Trx4m battery plug connection right here. So you already have two different connections included. So you could use other batteries other than the Trx4m battery on this one. Look at that tiny little beast. And it still has a Bluetooth module, so you could still use your phone to program this. But there is a screen right here. I actually don't remember what ESC from Furitek this is, but it came decased like this, and I waterproofed it and everything myself. Here's the Bluetooth module, waterproof as well. And I'm going to run it with a Micro Komodo outrunner on this one right here. So that's the setup on this FlySky transmitter. And we're going to replace this with a more advanced ESC. Look at that, I've been running Furitek stuff for so long. This one right here, look, it even has a 3D printed Furitek Trx4m connector. They sent it to me that way. That's actually from Furitek, and now they have a plastic molded connector. So I have mine binded to my new FlySky transmitter. I'm gonna have a review on this pretty soon. I just wanted to use it first to make sure, you know, it was as good as everyone said. I just don't want to just have an unboxing of it because those are already all over the place. So there's this little button up here. It's pretty much a scroll button as well, so you can press it down to select stuff and side to side to select stuff as well. There we go. And to change the view or what your screen shows right here, you can scroll this way. And you have these three screens to choose from. That's what this screen looks like. You have your voltage and your RPM, it looks like, and it looks like a timer. I don't know how to start or stop that, but I'm pretty sure it's in the instructions. And we have this one that gives you your throttle percentage and your RPM. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go through some settings. We have your running settings. It's going to be your rotation, your BEC out, voltage cutoff, max forward, max reverse. And if you're using like a more advanced transmitter, then you could just do it on the transmitter. But if your transmitter is a little less advanced, you have those options right on your ESC. Max brake, drag brake, power FOC, and an exit. Then we have throttle. You change your punch, your low speed, and you can calibrate it. Throttle curve, so you can change your curve here, forward and reverse curves. And to do that, you can just, you can do this on the app or you can do it right here. So I just click down on that and I'm able to do it in here. Pick whichever one I want to move. Alright, so I'm just holding down on this to try to go back. Then we can go to battery. So you can set the voltage here. So you would want to use like a multimeter to actually check the voltage of your battery first. And then you can set this up and hold down to go back. We have your settings, which is your motor temp unit, temp protection, and reset the factory and auto shutdown settings. Then we have the about, device name, and firmware, and then exit, and you hold this down to shut it down. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this guy. And you can also use, the Bluetooth dongle, because right here you could use your phone to pretty much change the settings, because it comes with the Bluetooth dongle. So you open up the Furitek app, and it should find the car. It says our car on this one. And here you have your telemetry. So we can go into the settings here. So you have telemetry, then you have your running settings. So you can change your mode, your voltage cutoff, voltage output, motor rotation, startup power, max forward, max reverse, max brake, drag brake, and power FOC. So you can switch all that to your liking. Then we can go to throttle. You can calibrate your throttle in here, so you can calibrate your controller's endpoints, and also your neutral, your punch, your neutral brake, and your low speed control. And going to throttle curve, here we could switch the curve. So in all these little red dots you see right here, you can switch the curve, and you can also put same as reverse if you want to make it the same, or turn that off if you want the reverse to have a different throttle curve. And we have battery. This is just for calibrating the battery. So have a multimeter, check the battery's voltage, and see if the voltage reading on here is correct. If it's not, then you can calibrate that. So you get the voltage correction factor down there. Clicking the little red OLED thing on the top right gives you your info for this ESC. And then we can go into settings at the top right. You're going to see you have an update display board, update ESC board, change password, and you have configurations, car type, crawler, motor type, brushless, motor, micro temperature unit, Fahrenheit for me because I'm in the US. Here's the factory, change Bluetooth name, reset Bluetooth name, and reset factory. So very full featured ESC. And definitely there's some more stuff you can access through the Bluetooth than you can right on the screen, because you have your updating and stuff, which you're going to need over the air stuff to get from your, your Wi-Fi or your data from your phone to upload all these updates to your phone, and then you can transfer it over to your ESC. I just have it mounted to where I can close this lid and see it through here, but I need to find a better way to mount it for sure. But this is on my Trx4m right now with a microPython motor. So this is what it looks like on my Trx4m, so I can see the voltage while I'm running. Look at that slow speed control. Just take a look in there, you can see the little microPython spinning about. Look how slow I can get that to spin. Look at that wheel speed. It's so slow. It's also smooth backwards. I'm just going fast and being jerky on my own, but here's reverse. Pretty smooth ESC, guys. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching as usual, guys. And as always, stay safe out there. Go have fun and run that RC.